start. So don't,
We're starting
give me a
over.
second.
We're starting over in a sense.
Yeah, starting over. But I don't want to neglect the songs that I have, so I want to actually go back and listen to stuff with new ears.
Rihanna talks about the real reason why legendary celebrities want nothing to do with Tyla. Please subscribe to this channel so that you will not miss out on any information. The global music scene is no stranger to drama, comparisons, and public speculation. Whenever a new artist emerges with a distinct sound and a magnetic stage presence, fans and critics alike begin to draw comparisons to legendary figures. One such comparison that's been creating headlines is between South African pop sensation Tyla and the Barbadian icon Rihanna. As Tyla's popularity soars, whispers about tensions with Rihanna and distance from other legendary celebrities have surfaced. But what's really behind these rumors? Let's explore the deeper narrative that has been brewing beneath the surface. A story of artistic identity, industry expectations, media hype, and the complexities of celebrity culture. Tyla, born Tyla Laura Cethel, has quickly made her mark on the international music stage. Her breakout single, Water, wasn't just a song, it was a moment. With hypnotic rhythms, sultry vocals, and a danceable beat rooted in amapiano and pop, the track captured audiences globally. The accompanying TikTok challenge amplified her exposure, helping it chart internationally and securing Tyla a Grammy Award for Best African Music Performance in 2024, an impressive feat for such a young artist. While Tyla was being celebrated for bringing a new wave of South African music to a global audience, something else was happening in the background. Comparisons to Rihanna were intensifying. From the way Tyla carries herself on stage, to her blend of fashion, beauty, and attitude, fans began pointing out striking similarities. Critics noted her genre-blending approach and captivating visual storytelling, which often reminded them of a young Rihanna in her early Good Girl Gone Bad era. Soon, the headlines shifted from celebrating Tyla's uniqueness to questioning whether she was simply a new version of Rihanna. On social media platforms and in celebrity news circles, the question started gaining traction. Is Tyla trying to be Rihanna? While many fans dismissed the comparisons as superficial, some speculated that Rihanna herself might not be too thrilled about the likeness. Unverified reports even suggested that Rihanna was shocked at the similarities and allegedly felt that Tyla was copying her style. These reports, though lacking concrete confirmation from Rihanna or her representatives, ignited a fierce online debate. Some insiders claimed that Rihanna had distanced herself from Tyla, with whispers of subtle warnings being sent behind the scenes, discouraging the rising star from borrowing too heavily from Rihanna's aesthetic and brand identity. Whether these claims are true or exaggerated is still unclear, but they reflect a wider issue in the music industry, one that often pits new talents against the legends they admire. Amidst the whirlwind of speculation, Tyla has remained poised and confident in asserting her individuality. In multiple interviews, including a high-profile feature in Cosmopolitan, she addressed the comparisons head-on. Rihanna is Rihanna. She's a legend. But I'm not trying to be her. I'm Tyla, she said. I understand why people make the comparison, but over time, they'll see that I'm creating my own lane. Rather than shy away from Rihanna's influence, Tyla embraces it, as many young women in music do. Rihanna, after all, is a global cultural icon who redefined pop music, fashion, and entrepreneurship. But Tyla insists that admiration should not be mistaken for mimicry. Her goal isn't to fill Rihanna's shoes, but to build her own empire, rooted in African rhythms, modern pop, and her lived experiences. One recurring theme in the conversation around Tyla is the accusation that she may be an industry plant. This term, often thrown around in music circles, implies that an artist's success isn't the result of genuine talent or grassroots support, but rather the result of carefully orchestrated efforts by record labels and music executives. Because Tyla's rise was so swift, complete with award wins, viral trends, and major label backing, some skeptics question whether her career has been strategically engineered. They argue that the industry may be trying to replace Rihanna, who hasn't released a studio album since 2016, by grooming Tyla to fill that cultural void. Tyla, however, has been transparent about her journey and quick to shut down such allegations. There's a lot that people don't see, she stated in a Complex interview. They don't see the late nights, the sacrifices, the grind. I've been working toward this moment for years, and nothing about it was handed to me. While some might still cling to the industry plant narrative, others recognize that in today's hyper-connected world, careers can take off rapidly, especially when fueled by viral platforms like TikTok and strategic digital marketing. A deeper layer to the discourse lies in cultural identity and representation. Tyla proudly represents South Africa on the global stage, but her music often straddles different worlds, combining amapiano with R&B, Afropop, and mainstream Western pop. This fusion has raised questions about authenticity, especially among African American audiences who feel their musical and cultural contributions are being commercialized without proper context. Some argue that Tyla benefits from the cultural capital of African American music and aesthetics while not being fully immersed in its cultural history. On platforms like Reddit and Twitter, conversations have emerged around the double standards placed on African versus African American artists, and whether Tyla's success represents unity or appropriation within the Black diaspora. That said, many also see Tyla as a bridge between cultures, a young artist using her platform to showcase African excellence on a global stage. Her success is seen by others as a win for representation and diversity in pop culture, expanding the landscape of what African artists can achieve. As for the idea that Rihanna and other legendary celebrities are keeping their distance from Tyla, the truth may be more nuanced. In the competitive world of entertainment, legends often protect their legacy, particularly when a new artist begins to tread similar creative ground. Rihanna, now more invested in her beauty empire and fashion ventures than her music career, might see Tyla as an indirect successor, whether she wants that or not.